Yo, what's going on? I'm gonna watch this video said by a guy called Joshua Lara, and I know him from Twitter. A friend of mine told me about him, told me about stuff he's been doing, and this friend of mine, I don't know if I should mention him or not, I don't know. He, yeah, he's just told me about everything that's happened with him, and he, like, this guy's been following him for a while, right? Like before everyone else knew about everything that's happening. Um, yeah, and so I knew pretty much before everyone else. I tried to take devil's advocate with him. I tried to say like, "Oh, come on, guys, let's just be friends." But like, yeah, no, that didn't work. Because I realized of what a piece of shit this guy is, really. So yes, I want to watch a reaction video of him. So yeah, don't know what to say. Follow me on Twitter at GoblinGreed690. Yeah, because I'm awesome. Um, I also troll this guy a lot, and I don't think he likes me very much. Um, my friend said I'd probably mention this video. I'm not expecting to be, but it'd be fine if I was. Um, yeah, let's watch it. Wait, I can, just want to check if this is going through quickly. I'm going to jump right into it. I don't think it is. Yeah. Also, I just love this bit here. Um, due to heavy language and inappropriate stuff being used, this video isn't suitable for viewers under the age of 12. That's kind of funny. I don't know, I just want to wait for the stream to catch up. Hold on. Yeah, it's not going through. So let me. OBS is so complicated. Like, why does it just need to be different? Why can't it just be normal? Huh? Just be normal for once in your life. Um,
Warning, due to heavy
go back. Yeah.
language and inappropriate words being used.
I'll check this. Sorry for the play.
Warning, due to heavy
There we go. There we go. Got it working. Go back. Alright. Yeah, so without further ado, um, yeah.
Warning, due to heavy language and inappropriate words being used, this video isn't suitable for viewers under the age of 12. Don't watch if you don't like seeing content that's this intense and extreme.
This intense extreme. The guy takes himself very seriously. Like, I don't want to be mean, but like, I feel like he might have autism. I think he does actually. But I mean, like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying you can tell. I mean, I do too. So.
With that said, let's get the show on the road. Don't watch if you don't like and inappropriate words being used. This video isn't suitable for viewers under the age of 12. Don't watch.
Hearing people do that. I mean, yeah.
Language and inappropriate words being used. This video isn't suitable for viewers under the age of 12.
Except for Duff McClellan. Okay, so he's just... That's what I thought I would say, honestly.
Don't watch if you don't like seeing content that's this intense and extreme. With that said, let's get this show on the road.
Type of him to just make a cheap insult just anytime he can. Like, not even well thought out, not even good. Just... He's an actual fucking asshole. Seriously.
So, 2023 is almost coming to a close, and good thing too, because this year has certainly not been the greatest for me. Mostly because there's been something that's been getting on my nerves.
I just hate his accent. I mean, it's easy just to like insult people. I just insulted him for going for cheap insults, but like, come on. Like, you know, just being born anywhere else.
My nerves for the past several months. And I really wanted to avoid getting anyone else involved with this because I thought most people would be smart and see what has been happening as something.
No, I didn't. On Twitter, he's been begging people to join his side. He's like, come on, look at this, I'm the good guy, I'm the good guy. He's been begging for people to get involved so they can hopefully maybe be dumb enough to fall for his lies.
Something to ignore. But my God, someone must be developing a new age for stupidity because throughout this year, it's been nothing but people harassing me and threatening me on a certain app that once had a
quote unquote harassing him. Okay, I'll get into that later.
Stupid blue bird as the mascot, who has now been replaced by the letter X. Like I said, I
could have just said Twitter, could have just said X. I mean, it's really not that complicated. Really. You could have just said on social media if you didn't want to say it for some reason. I don't know.
Really did not want to make a whole entire video about this situation that's been happening.
You know his finger's been on the trigger. He's been itching to make a video on it. Come on.
For the past several months, specifically because I thought it wasn't that important. It's dumb that I even have to make a response video to these allegations when it's very obvious for who's in the wrong.
Yeah, it is obvious.
I desperately didn't want to do this, but people are just way too dumb to understand what's right and wrong anymore. It's time I speak up for myself on this subject, just this once, hopefully. I'm also gonna...
What do you mean speak up for yourself just this once? You mean nothing but complaining about it. If you go scroll through his Twitter, you'll see he's just been talking about what's going on. Not talking about anything else. Just this. Like, yeah, what is he talking about?
Going to be ranting about a certain user who's been criticizing me throughout this year and proves the minimal amount of life that he has.
I don't actually know who that is. I think I might know who it is. I don't actually know. It could be an alias of my friend I was talking about earlier. Because he has a lot of alt accounts, but no clue. That's my friend there.
Starters, let me just say that it's best for everyone to watch this video from start to finish. Especially those people.
That's me. Hey, that's me. Okay, fine then. I'll give you the floor. Defend yourself.
You know who they are. First things first, there's this user who's been breathing down my neck for the past several months and looking at everything I post on YouTube, Twitter, and what have you. This all started back on my Twitter account. And if you've been using the app since the very beginning, you'd know that it's not the safest place in terms of drama.
Yeah, it's not safe at all. If you're doing something bad.
As I went through literal hell with several people not even understanding things that I was saying and why I was saying those things in the first place. This all started in February, but the prologue of it happened in November from last year. A full year from now. So there was this user that had the opinion of wanting Classic Sonic to return in the Sonic series, when he literally never left. And I was just explaining why I don't think he should return, and that was enough to have the user...
No, I didn't. He, told... Okay, so, my backstory. The guy he's talking about, he had an extreme obsession with Classic Sonic. Nothing sad or anything, it's he had... Actually, I don't think it was a he. I actually don't know what their pronouns are. I'm just going to say they. They, have, such an attachment to Classic Sonic and, nothing sad or anything. It's just, they they just care about Classic Sonic, and then this guy comes along being like, "Oh, Classic Sonic should die," and then they were like, "Oh, that's not cool, bro. You can't say that." And he's like, "Stop harassing me." Honestly, he's like, "Oh, it's just an opinion." It's not an opinion. You didn't have to say that. You didn't. And then people were just like, "Kids, just say sorry." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm not saying sorry," and then just descended into this bullshit. Honestly.
User deactivate. Right afterwards, people kept harassing me over stating an opinion.
Let's see. I'm just about done with these people harassing me over stating my opinion on that one user wanted Classic Sonic to return. At the end of the day, it's literally just an opinion, but these people think I'm a hater over nothing. But these people think, some people, someone please ban them so they can fuck off. I'm just gonna skim over this. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what it's all about, but like, yeah, more than just an opinion. You're just a cunt, really.
Yeah, nothing new. Thankfully, most of the criticism I was getting for the past few days were ignorable, except for a certain user that would not STFU even though I've already trash-talked him for the whole day. Then,
not too sure that guy is, to be honest.
After a while, things started to settle down, until February came. That's when the bane of my existence showed up and started making these harassment videos about me, which he is still doing to this day.
Bane of my existence. It's just a Twitter drama. Just log off, honestly. Bane of your existence. I understand he wants to hype it up for this big video he's making, but I mean, like, come on. There's exaggerating, and then there's lying.
And you'll never believe the stuff he used against me to prove that I'm bad. He used the stuff I was saying to the person who wouldn't shut up about my opinion. So this is basically further proof that this whole
Right.
person who wouldn't...
I mean, like, context or not, you shouldn't say stuff like this to someone, right? Like, be the bigger man. Don't stoop to their level. Someone's quote unquote harassing you, then don't just cyberbully them back. That's not justice. That's revenge. It's not good. Also, like, you shouldn't really say this word here, you know, unless you're like, guess it depends on the context, but I mean, like, in this context, you shouldn't say it. No, not at all. Just, Jesus Christ.
shut up about my opinion. So this is basically further proof that this whole shit show started because they were hungry for drama. So if he's going to use...
No. I mean, I don't know if you're watching this, I don't know how familiar you are with this quote unquote community. But I mean, like, there's like so much drama, like, literally. It's the main reason I don't care about drama is because there's too much of it, in this community. It's like, no one's hungry for drama, no one's not a bunch of sharks, swimming around, desperate to eat something. It's more just like you get naked, cover yourself in like fish food or something, jump into a shark tank. Like, oh, they're so hungry for drama. Shut up. You had this coming.
these rules against me, I can basically do the same by showing all of the stuff they've been saying to me, which can prove to them that they're bad people as well. Showing all of the stuff they've been saying to me.
This N-word told someone to kill themselves and then called them ungrateful when they didn't accept his apology. Like, this is something he's been doing. He has problems with people calling him the N-word. When, like, black people call him the N-word, he takes offense to that. Honest to God. Black people call me the N-word. White people sometimes call me the N-word. I don't care. Lying jerk piece of shit stuck up right against angry at people. That's just a fact. All this is just a fact. And he's like, oh, stop harassing me. You literally ruined the mental health of someone, act like it was a joke. Of what I was saying, told someone to kill themselves. Like, they're stating facts here. They're not harassing you. It's like, if you feel bad that they're pointing out, maybe it's because you feel guilty about what you did. That's fine. Say that. Don't make up shit and be like, oh, they're harassing me. Shut up. I don't like this guy. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this guy at all. I mean, I've met a lot of terrible people on Twitter, but just like this guy's a real piece of work.
Me, which can prove to them that they're bad people as well. As for the rant videos themselves, let me just say that they have shitty quality, have random music playing, and don't even try.
Shitty quality. I mean, like, come on, look at this. Is this supposed to be a PNG? What is this? How much shitty quality for?
Try to be accurate. So long.
Don't even try to be accurate. Okay, you're literally sitting here lying and you're calling other people inaccurate. I mean, I understand that, like, that's part of the lying, but I mean, still, jeez.
Long story short, I've gotten into several arguments on Twitter for the dumbest reasons possible. And then when I was going a little over the top with my comebacks, and in
a little over the top. Okay. Okay, then. Okay. I'm just not even gonna. Okay, so you tell someone to kill themselves and you say, oh, I went a little over the top. Like, he's trying so hard to take accountability, but he's just not.
Insults. This user decided to come out of nowhere and call me out when I was calling other people out for their mistakes. And every time I get into an argument, on Twitter, people always use those videos against me. Like, seriously, did you guys even watch the videos?
Yeah, they did watch the videos. That's why they're calling you out. Like, if I just make a video being like, oh, exposing, I don't know, Jacksepticeye as being a terrible person, you think someone would just take one look at the thumbnail and be like, oh, I hate him now. Oh, I don't find that guy. No, that's not how it works. People need to watch the video to actually get the opinion from it. It's just, come on. Like, for example, I'm watching this video to try and get my opinion on these quote-unquote Twitter users that you're exposing. But, like, my opinion's not changing because I'm watching the video and realizing that it's bullshit.
And do you even know the full context of what was going on? They were also using fake tweets as well.
These, I don't actually know if they're fake tweets. I'm just going to pretend that they are not fake because it's funnier if I do. I know you'll get pissed off, like, oh, you're not even like trying to see the truth. So yeah, I know. This, I'm pretty sure this one here is real. I'm pretty sure like someone. I think this one's real. This one here, I'm pretty sure this one's fake. But this one here, I'm like 90% sure it's real.
So, yep, overall, I, of course, made a mistake and was feeding them bait. It is just amazing that they aren't showing any of the stuff that they were saying to me.
These are the same ones you showed earlier. Like, exact same ones. We're talking.
First, people always viewed me as the bad guy in these arguments.
Because you are. Just because you are, that's why.
When I guarantee you they had no idea why I even said these things in the first place. And this could have all been avoided if you just respected my opinion in the first place.
This could have been avoided if you respected someone else's opinion in the first place, I think you mean.
What I find funny is that in the most recent rant video that Duff McWallen made on me, he added in a clip from one of my Sonic Frontiers live streams, and completely speeds up the audio so the viewers won't hear what I'm saying, which was the truth, by the way. He sped up the audio because he knew he was going to make himself look like a dumbass.
I'm just now realizing this guy's exactly like J. Jonah J. You know, Spider-Man. So it's the truth, I'm telling you. I want pictures of Twitter users.
Then the dude says, what is blood waffling about? Can you, like, speak normally and use proper words? Also, I don't see what this has to do with waffles, but okay.
That's like, I mean, like, I agree, I don't like modern hip-hop lingo slang, but, like, come on, pretending you don't know what it means is even more annoying. I mean, come on.
So he does everything he can to keep me at a disadvantage and not let me speak for myself. But luckily...
That's exactly what you're doing to everyone else. What are you talking about?
That changes with this video. And I can go on and on about why these might be the most pathetic and embarrassing exposed videos of all time, but the videos just speak for themselves. You get the idea.
get the idea. Okay, imagine if I did this here, where I'm like, if I just, instead of making this video and like breaking it down, if I just said like, oh, this video is terrible, you get the idea. So it's not how you retaliate with someone, it's just how you.
Way too boring, have little to no proper substance, and you just can't take them seriously.
Yeah, but like pot calling the kettle black, you know? This is boring, so you're falling asleep. I'm only like, I'm like 1.5 times, no, 1.25 speed here. 6 minutes in, I'm falling asleep. Come on, like, you made fun of the for having music. Music makes it less boring. What are you talking about? No, no.
Once again, it's basically the whole thing where people will send out racial slurs
He censored the N-word here, but didn't earlier for some reason.
To you as a good thing, but when you do it to them, they feel the need to criticize you even more and use what.
Hold on, what? Look at, you know, I honestly, I was watching this video before. I got to right here, stopped, and then started to make a video on it. But like, this line right here made me want to make a video on it. Listen, do you hear that?
Racial slurs to you as a good thing, but when you do it to them, they feel the need to criticize you even more and use what you were saying to them as substance for being the bad.
Hold on. Do you hear that? One more time.
Once again, it's basically the whole thing where people will send out racial slurs to you as a good thing, but when you do it to them, they.
So he admitted to saying the N-word. Like, I've been seeing people post clips of this on Twitter. I'd be like, oh, look at this again. No one's talking about that. How? Oh, people are saying racial slurs to me, but when I do it to them, it's like, it's not the same thing.
They feel the need to criticize you even more and use what you were saying to them as substance for being the bad guy. When this whole thing started simply because people on the app don't know what's right and wrong, refuse to use logic, and just be plain stupid.
You also use the app, and all that stuff right there applies to you. So.
And what I find funny is that they have the courtesy to say stuff like, oh, I owned that person when they get blocked. Yeah, being proven for being a bad person does not make you a good person. And then when I try to give people.
That's. No. Okay.
People the full side of the story, they say stuff like, oh, you have no proof that you're a pedophile or whatever. That's when fake tweets from some other spam accounts were pedophile or whatever. Full side of the story, they say stuff like, oh, you have no proof that you're a pedophile or whatever. That's when fake tweets from some.
That's different. That's so different. Also, like, you've already showed these ones. This one, he did say this. He didn't say this. He did say this. I saw him tweet this. Yeah. This is something he saw. I remember this right here is when I unfollowed him. I used to be mutuals with him. Yeah, before, like, I didn't even realize I was following him, but when my friend told me about everything that's been going on, and yeah, I remember seeing this get tweeted, and just thinking, yeah, I don't think I want to follow this guy anymore. So you can't even just say this was fake because it literally wasn't.
Some other spam accounts were starting to use my profile and my name. So they're stealing my profile icon and my name to use proof or whatever of me being a bad guy and make fake tweets about me.
Doing stealing your profile icon. The art in his profile picture, he literally stole off Google. He told that to me. Um, I mean, I would put like he told it to me, but like it was in an alt account that like got suspended, so I don't think I'd be able to find it. But yeah, I said like, oh, it's I'll be a profile picture. He said, oh, I don't know, it's an image I found on Google. Like he literally stole his profile picture. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Now, some of these tweets that I made are actually real, but there are some other about me. Now, some of these.
Now, it's funny how like this is a classic move in lying. I use it all the time. Where if you're lying about a lot of things, you say, okay, well that one was true, but this one wasn't. You know, it gives yourself like eligibility. People use it in court all the time. Where they won't fess up to the smaller crimes, so the bigger crimes be like, oh, I didn't do that one, right? But I want to find it funny that the ones that he's fessing up to are not racist. He's only saying that the racist ones are fake. Now, he could just be like, oh, it's because I'm not racist, and the ones that are faked are racist because I'm not. But then again, it doesn't make much sense because, like, it's hard to disprove something. I mean, I can't really prove it, but I mean, like, I can't prove it because I saw it. Yeah. Not making much sense here. You get it. You get it. You get it.
Tweets that I made are actually real, but there are some others where they just, like, add a bunch of other stuff that I never said. Here are some comparisons.
Yeah, he edited these. Yeah, this one was faked. This one wasn't. He faked it to go back to what this was. And yeah, like how we put like the view post activity and promote here to make it look real or something. I don't know. So, weirdo.
And Twitter doesn't let you edit your tweets unless you have Twitter Blue. Here are some.
Also, just want to point out the fact that he's missing the other one, the one that I did see. He's not showing the original version of that one, is he? Because that one was real.
Comparisons. And Twitter doesn't let you edit your tweets unless you have Twitter Blue.
He's pointing that out, like, oh, I don't have Twitter Blue. I couldn't possibly have edited it. Yeah, but you can edit the screenshot of it, so it doesn't really matter whether you did it or didn't. Yeah.
Speaking of proof, they constantly say that they want me to show proof for the tweets being fake when I...
Showing the original versions of it isn't proof. You could have easily edited it to look like that. That's not proof. When people asking you for proof, they want more than that, because that's not proof.
I've done so several times already. If this doesn't prove that they're drama hungry, then I don't know what will. And answer...
Everyone's drama hungry. It's basic human nature will be involved in hating someone, you know? I mean, like, a bit of an extreme example, but in World War II, everyone hated Hitler. Even the anti-Semitism was widespread across America. They still all hated Hitler, you know? But for different reasons, but, you know, principle's still there. You know, everyone hated Hitler. Most of them didn't even know why they hated Hitler. They just did, you know, because everyone likes to hate the same guy. And like 9 times out of 10, it's warranted for hating that person, right? Hitler's a bad guy. Joshua Lara's a bad guy. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that they're bad people.
Answer me this. How can I show proof to something when there was no proof at all, when they obviously just made it to trick people? The least you could do is make it more believable, so that way people will actually know it's true. But no, with the quality of this video and what I had to go through, nobody's gonna fall for those.
Like, what are you talking about? Okay, so the guy doesn't have access to high quality video editing things, so all of a sudden that means it's fake. I mean, that's not how it works at all. I mean, to bring up Hitler again, well, at least it's never a sense what I say. Like when he was telling everyone that the Jewish people were evil, he had big like books and like good propaganda. Like he had very high quality propaganda. Did that make it true? No.
Except those 7 dumbasses on Twitter. If you've already seen those exposed videos of me, then you should already know where this is going. And I find
he's got like this self-fulfilling prophecy. Like he hates those videos so much, he's just assuming everyone's seen it just because he has. It's like it's just not how it works.
it really funny how this person claims that they were a fan of me before all of this happened. Yeah, one...
A fan of you? You have 80 followers. How can you have fans? It's not how it works.
Once again, you're not fooling anybody. Just have a hard look at these tweets and
I mean, this one of the talk does seem a bit overkill. Like, not even like actual racists and homophobes talk like this. I mean, come on. But I mean, like, these are a lot more believable. Like, 0% sure this is real, 50% sure this is real, 100% sure this is real.
try to tell me they're not fake. And of course, it took me a while to realize that I wasn't really helping by responding to their 2-year-old comebacks over and over, because then it would have just given them more proof, so I just stopped talking to them.
So you're like, oh, everyone thinks I'm a horrible person, so I should really stop talking before they realize I'm a horrible person.
And I'll continue not to talk to them for the time being because they will give up eventually. I just know it. What I find extremely hilarious is the fact that this person is saying, oh, I don't care about the effort or how many people watch my videos. Yeah, likely story.
Yeah, it is likely. They're making the video just to piss off you. Hell, I'm making this video just to piss off you. I don't care if this video gets 1 view or 1,000. Just as long as that 1 view is you. Alright? And if you're watching this, I know you will, by the way, because you're sad and pathetic. You probably did all this on purpose just to crave the spotlight. So all these people will make tweets and posts and videos about you just so you can watch them and like jack off or something. I don't know what you do. To be frank, I don't care what you do. Leave me alone. I mean, I understand I'm saying leave me alone. I mean, like, I'm not really part of this. I'm kind of inserting myself into this. But leave me alone.
If that's the case, then why bother making the videos in the first place? If you post a video online, obviously you want it to track attention.
Nah, to piss off you, right? That's why he did it.
He's basically proving that he's just making the video to mock me, or whatever.
He's proved it right now. He said, why else would you make something online if not for it to get views? That's what I'm saying. He's doing all of this just for views. Unless he thinks he's some sort of red-pilled, outside of the matrix, I'm not part of society, like, conspiracy theorist, then I don't know what else that is.
More contradicting. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they know people aren't going to fall for their tricks. So it seems like these guys are going to the ends of the earth to prove that I'm a bad person. Yeah, good luck with that.
They don't need the luck. It's like, it's all laid out for them. I mean, like, even if all of the racism stuff is true, right? Even if all homophobia, all of it's just like not true. You're still a shit person beyond all of that, right? Don't pretend you're such a nice guy. Oh, I'm such a nice guy. Sure, maybe you think so. Everyone likes to think they're a nice guy. Not to bring up Hitler again. He thought he was a nice guy. He thought he was doing the world a favour. He wasn't.
So yeah, who's the bad guy here again?
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere further in this world if that's how you're going to continue to act. Literally nobody told you to be a douche and post a video like that.
No one told you to be a douche and tell someone to make fun of someone for liking classic Sonic, right? Well, I'm not even that big of a Sonic fan, right? But to me, I say Sonic and classic Sonic, I'm like, it's Sonic. They're like, oh, I like this one. He's cute or something. He's like, it's like, shut up. Let people enjoy things. Like, oh, it's just an opinion. Yeah, it's also just an opinion that they like classic Sonic. What the fuck are you talking about?
If you want people to believe something is true, then you got to make it more believable, trustworthy, and most importantly, have believable substance.
And what makes the stuff you're saying believable? Yeah, I'm pausing this a lot, I'm sorry, but what makes anything what you're saying believable? Like, oh, it's true because I said so. So, okay. Well, I said the stuff I'm saying is true, so what's the difference? Like, it makes no sense. It made no sense at all, honestly. He sounds like an actual fucking 9-year-old, you know? It reminds me of, see, Sam. I mean, I hate to compare a legend to this guy, but you know Sammy, the Sonic fan, where he's like, "Oh, the Wii U is amazing because I own it." You know, that's that's what he sounds like right now.
Those videos don't have any of that. Most of the stuff I said was brought all upon themselves for not letting go of something that happened months from now, which is buried deep into the ground at this point, but they just keep finding ways to revive it.
I mean, yeah, you're you're saying months as if it's a long time. If it was years from now, I could understand, but like, okay, that's like if you rob a bank, right? You run away, you hide out somewhere, police find you, like you robbed that bank, didn't you? Like that happened months from now. What are you talking about? Let me go. This is so unfair.
At the end of the day, I would just ignore that person and anything they upload from here on out.
I mean, why would I do that? Just because you told me to? No. Who do you actually think is on your side here?
And yeah, I can't believe I have to talk about this as well, but might as well. So on Twitter, when I was talking about Sonic Prime Season 2, I made a tweet stating, oh, what do you Sonic Prime haters have to say now?
People like, you see, I have a feeling where this is going. I think he's going to be like, oh, they're bullying me for liking Sonic Prime because like people were making fun of him for liking Sonic Prime, but it's like had nothing to do with the show, right? Like I was talking to some people, right? They were like, I've never seen Sonic Prime. I don't have an opinion on it. It's just I don't like him, and he likes it, so I'll make fun of him for liking it. I have to say, it's fucking hilarious.
And then there was this one user that just randomly called out the show for no reason. Then I accidentally said the term KYS.
I've seen this clip. This is funny. This is comedy gold right here. No, let me play again.
Called out the show for no reason. Then I accidentally said the term KYS.
Okay, so I accidentally said the term KY. I'm sorry. Okay, so how do you accidentally say the term KYS? Okay, first you need to read the tweet. Then you need to get your first opinion on it. Then you need to think about what you're going to say about it. Then you need to type it all out, and then you need to press send. How do you do all of it so quickly where you accident? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't really read the tweet properly. I kind of have my finger slipped. I accidentally pressed KYS on my phone, and I accidentally pressed send the tweet. I made it after. If I dropped my phone or something, I don't know. It's like, how do you do that shit by accident? Honestly, honest to God. I mean, if it was like in person, right? You got so angry, you just accidentally said it. Sure, maybe, right? Online though, it's completely different. You need to type it out. You know, you need to go K, Y. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. No, S, send. You know, it's you you need to. It just makes no fucking sense. It's not how it works.
Thankfully, that did not get me completely banned from Twitter, but it did suspend me for a week.
I remember that. Everyone was so happy, and like everyone was like dancing on his grave. And then when he came back, everyone was so fucking sad. Like, no, no, this guy. How many times got to teach you this lesson, old man? Like, after he got suspended there, he should have just deleted the app and moved on with his life. You know? Like, God damn.
Now, before all of you start yelling at me, just hear me out for the rest of the video. There was also another tweet that I made when it was about one of Unleash's tweets. His was about an unfunny 9/11 joke, and may I remind you, he posted that on the exact date of the incident.
I mean, I do want to agree with him here. Like, jokes about tragedies just aren't funny, with few exceptions. But like, just like, I mean, I've laughed at some 9/11 jokes, but I mean, like, just I don't know, it's complicated, but we'll hear him out.
He knew what he was doing. And yeah, that's when I decided to...
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's... He posted because it was 9/11, yeah. That's why he did it. Not saying it's right for it, not saying it was wrong for it. But he did it.
Jump in and just trash talk him. I'm just gonna let the tweet that I made...
What? Hold on a second. Hold on. What? What the fuck? You don't say that to someone. you just don't. You just don't say that to someone. You just
speak for
don't.
itself. The only thing I would say I was wrong for was telling that user to die over Sonic Prime.
Oh, really? That's the only thing you see wrong. Only thing. Okay.
And a little bit for the Pakistani thing. I say a little bit because at the same time, Unleashed made an unfunny 9/11 joke on the exact date.
Yep, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. Racism is only bad if it's on a day that isn't 9/11. Yep, you heard it here first from the top scientist.
If he didn't do this on the actual date, I would have let it slide, but the dude really waited till that specific date to make the tweet. And with the amount of people antagonizing me for it, I'm convinced that they're defending him when he knew damn well what he was doing, and he felt no shame. And believe it or not, I did actually feel bad for what I said to that one user. The thing is that many people use the term KYS for stupid gags and actually use them for jokes when it has no right to be. And I just wanted to patch this whole argument up already. But instead of being full-grown adults and just accepting my apology, they decide to call me that word several times. And that's when things just start getting even more stupid. Now, folks, hear me out. I'm only human. We all make mistakes, and I'm willing to accept responsibility for those two things that I did.
Yeah, but not everything else, apparently.
But if I don't like being called a certain word, you have to do your part and respect me for that. For the past several days, people have been calling me racist for not liking being called that word.
I've not seen anyone call him racist over it. But I mean, like, who cares? I mean, I don't want to get all like PC principle here from South Park. But I mean, like, you shouldn't really be telling black people what words they can and can't say. It's not really. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool, bro.
Yeah, because if you don't like being called that word, which is used in very bad ways, it makes you racist. How the hell does logic work to these people? So I'm definitely not sorry for not liking to be called that word several times.
I mean, no one's called you racist for it. It's just, who cares? Come on. You know?
But I am sorry for the KYS thing and a little bit for the 9/11 incident.
You can't be a little bit sorry. You're either sorry or you're not. It's just.
That's all there is to it. There was also this other bait tweet people have been using against me showing someone sleeping, which I'm not even going to show because I'm not that kind of person. But all I know about this one is that there was some Instagram account that many people were followed to, by the way, where they post pics of people sleeping. This is the only proof I have of it existing, since it's no longer on the platform because those bastards were scared to be caught. And I have explained this to several.
What the fuck is he talking about? Where's he going with this? So I was shown of a picture of a person who was asleep. Not only that, I sourced the original of it. It was to Instagram, where they post many people sleeping. Yeah. You got that? Yeah. Now here's the big twist. They weren't asleep. Ba, ba, ba.
People over and over, but all they do is constantly ask me, where's your proof? I've literally been doing nothing but showing you images and explaining why the tweets are fake. And I kid you not.
Wait, what about the people sleeping? They're stupid?
But all I know about this one is that there was some Instagram account that many people were followed to, by the way, tweet people for the 9/11 incident. That's all there is to it. There was also this other bait tweet people have been using against me showing someone sleeping, which I'm not even going to show because I'm not that kind of person.
What?
But all I know about this one is that there was some Instagram account that many people were followed to, by the way, where they post pics of people sleeping. This is the only proof I have of it existing, since it's no longer on the platform because those bastards were scared to be caught. And I have explained this to several people over and over, but all they do is constantly ask me, where's your proof? I've literally been doing nothing but showing you images and explaining why the tweets are fake. And
what's that got to do with anything? What was the sleeping thing doing? Okay.
I kid you not. When I'm done explaining, he and his butt buddies say shit like, oh, I'm not gonna read all of that.
He and his butt buddies? Oh, fuck you. Okay, so not reading all of that. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the time when people say that, they did read it and they just don't care. Yeah. So I know that they probably did read it. I mean, I'm guessing, like, this is a complete guess. I don't really know this guy, or these guys. I mean, I kind of like the bottom, but like, whatever. I'm assuming he got retweeted it immediately, going, didn't read that, and then he read it. And that's just my guess.
That had me all the dead. If you just...
Huh?
Oh, I'm not going to read all of that. That had me all the dead.
That had me all the dead. I wish I was saying that now. Obviously, like, someone sends me a meme in the group chat, like, that had me all the dead. Okay.
If you just stayed in your lane, you wouldn't have to be reading all of that in the first place.
Stayed in your lane? What are you talking about? You're the one that had to force your opinions on classic Sonic being terrible on other people, accused them of forcing their opinions on you, and then you get upset about it and made fun of people from Pakistan for some reason. You were the one that got outside your lane, but Buster Brown, alright?
So in the meantime, Duff McWallen, when you're done watching this video, how about you crack open a textbook one of these days and get some reading lessons, since you clearly don't know how to do so.
Crack open a what?
All of that in the first place. So in the meantime, Duff McWallen, when you're done watching this video, how about you crack open a textbook one of these days and get some...
Crack open a textbook? Textbooks are for, like, math and science and stuff, not really for, like, English and reading. It's not how it works. What are you talking about?
reading lessons, since you clearly don't know how to do so. Instead, you choose to make yourself look like a god-awful human being, simply because you can't take time out of your day to get the full gist of what was going on.
It's not that he doesn't want to take time out of his day to get the gist of what's going on. It's that he doesn't want to take the time out of his day to talk to you, pay attention to you. This is clearly what you want, isn't it? You want people to be like looking at you. You don't got, I mean, like, I think he's like 20 or something, right? He's basically just a kid, just a child here. He's basically a little baby. He's gonna grow up. He's gonna be a comedian or actor or something like that. Just he wants all eyes on him. Honest to fucking god.
And all of this has been happening throughout this year, so many times. And I would have talked about all of this a lot sooner, but I just didn't think it was really that important to discuss. And I certainly didn't want other people to...
Wrong. He's been doing nothing but discussing it. Do you mean specifically on his YouTube channel? Because I'm pretty sure he's made a few videos on it before in the past. It's making no sense here at all.
get involved, but here I am. One thing that I really fail to understand is that you are apparently racist if you don't like being called that word. Yet, if you don't like being called that word that was specifically made for someone else to say, that makes you racist. Where and how and why? Someone please answer me how that makes all the sense, when it obviously does not.
Just because telling black people what they can and can't say, I mean, it's not cool, bro.
And he puts a skeleton emoji in every single reply that he says, because he wants to drag attention to his shitty replies.
I've got two things to say here. First off, I do agree, skeleton emoji is really annoying. Never liked it. First time I saw someone use it, I was not a fan at all. It was immediately after the whole Moai versus Bread Wars on Reddit. Everyone started using it, and it's just blew up. I never liked the Moai Bread Wars, never liked Moai, never liked Skull. But that's besides the point. Speaking of points, this point is a good one. You're beefing with mine. It's most of the people who's arguing with are about my age, right? Like 16 or something. He's 20. Get a fucking job. Go outside. Go get a girlfriend. Get married. Have children. You're too old for this. Okay? I'm not calling you old or anything. I'm saying you're old for Twitter beef. Like, just move on. These are, like, even, like no one's perfect in this situation, right? Like, I'm not saying it's even. Obviously, Joshua's the bad guy here. But I mean, like, these are children, minors. Just like they want to be the good guys. They want to call it the bad guys. You're being a bad guy. So just let them call you out and move on. Be like, okay. Sit back, but okay. I'm going to move on. I'm become a better person. I'm sorry. You can't do that. No, he's just physically impossible of doing that. Just...
Most of you will just say that I'm coming up with excuses, but what are your excuses? I always say stuff like they just take the things I say out of context for a reason.
Let's see. He admits that he just did this to bully me, even though that was obvious from the very beginning. That's the definition of no life. I mean, like, whenever he's like showing, like, oh yeah, I admit I did go a bit far when I said this, it's always like a bare bones insult. That's the definition of no life. But that's like, it's either he said much worse. He's like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever said. Trust me, don't look at anything else I've ever said. This right here is the worst thing I've ever said. Definitely. Don't look at anything else I've said. Right? This is over the line. Not anything else. Either or he just doesn't know what an insult is. And when someone's like, you're dumb, he's like, how dare you? That's an insult. Is it literally definition of life? Was it okay? After he pressed send, and he felt smoke come off the tip of his fingertips, put his phone on the ground, covered his mouth, went back in the corner room, was like, what have I done? No. He deserved it. No, he did. No one deserves it. No. I did what was right. I did. No. He had an internal struggle. He thinks he just blew up the whole world with this genius remark of literally the definition of no life, laughing face emoji. Okay.
Because it's true. Most of the tweets that he showed about me in his videos, they were just taken straight out of context, without permission. They just take random stuff that I was saying to people that were treating me poorly.
That's not how it works. Okay, so say like a Jewish person is calling you out for being a bad person. You're like, oh, you're a terrible person. And you say like, oh, shut up, you I don't want to say anything, but they say a bunch of stuff you shouldn't say to a Jewish person. And like, oh, come on, that's not cool. You're like, oh, he started it. It's not how it works. It's just not how it works at all. Why can't you get that through your thick American fucking head?
And use them against me to show that I'm a bad person when they had no idea what was even being discussed. And the worst...
He keeps making the same points over and over again, just repeating them. They have no idea what's going on. They just see those videos. I swear to God, like, he just posted these
and use them against me to show that I'm a...
He posted these thumbnails over and over again. Just over and over. Over and over and over and over. Over and over and over and over and over. You know? Okay, I get it. They didn't understand the videos. Okay?
Bad person when they had no idea what was even being discussed. And the worst part is, people actually fell for these videos.
What do you mean fell for them? They just posted facts. I haven't seen them. I'm assuming they just posted facts. It's not a trick here. Okay, there's no trick. Jeez.
I am confirming that some of the stuff I did say was true, but not these. Like this one, where people assumed that I was misogynistic for saying what I said here.
What?
Like this one, where people assumed that I was misogynistic for...
Misogynistic. That, like... I used to pronounce it as misogynistic, and I thought that was embarrassing. Misogynistic. How do you not know what the word misogynist means?
Saying what I said here? First of all,
I don't know why everyone's saying I'm misogynist. Post like the most misogynist thing you could ever say. Okay, why do women get a whole day dedicated to themselves as if they're not spoiled enough? Us guys deserve some attention too. I just can't. I want to hear what he has to say about this.
First of all, look at the date. It says March 8th. 8 months ago. Why are...
8 months ago? I mean, Who cares? 8 months ago is still recent enough for you not moved on from it.
Most of you stalking me and suddenly acknowledging old tweets that I've made. Most of this was just something that could have easily been ignored, but they refused to do so, and that's why all this shit.
Yeah, it could have been, but it wasn't. You know, it's like, it's just, all of this could have been ignored, but it wasn't because it's not the right thing to do. If there's someone who's a bad person, you tell them they're a bad person so they can fix themselves and move on. You're not fixing yourself and moving on. That's the problem. God.
Has happened in the first place. And I've made the same statement on one of my YouTube community tabs, and most people knew I was joking then.
Just, it doesn't matter if you're joking. It's a bad joke. A bad joke's a bad joke. This guy here didn't know you're joking.
I swear, the amount of people who love to be literal when it comes to these things is hilarious to me. And people always say that the stuff Unleash says are just opinions. So when he does stuff like that, he gets a pass, but when I add my 2 cents, y'all treat me like a villain, when Twitter is known for being filled with drama, with way worse stuff happening in this world. And for the past few months...
Yeah, in this world, but not in this community. You're acting as if all of Twitter is attacking you. It's not Twitter that's attacking you. It's the people in the community, the people that know you that's attacking you. You know, it's like, yeah, sure, it's like, oh, the stuff that's going on with Palestine. Palestine, I forgot how to pronounce it out. But it's like the stuff that's happening over there. It's like, yes, for example, bad stuff happening over there. What do you want Twitter to do about it? What do you want anyone to do about it? Are you talking about like Dream or something? It's like, yeah, sure, but like, does anyone in this community actually care about Dream? Some of them used to. Some of them are like, oh, he's a bad guy, but like, what do you want them to do about it? They don't personally know Dream. Some people personally know you, so they're gonna go up to you and tell you that you're a bad person because you are.
It's been nothing but people just using these tweets against me and calling me racist for this one singular tweet that was only meant for one person.
Oh, everyone's calling me racist because of this racist thing I said.
Person who's done way worse stuff, like making a literal 9/11 joke. And I live in the US, so of course I'm gonna be offended by that. Then this person that we're...
I mean, like, if you're not from New York, then it's kind of a New York thing rather than an American thing, kind of.
Supposed to believe everything that is said from his dirty mouth comes at me again. Yeah, I don't know what other proof I need to show you all that he is just a full-on stalker at this point. Looking out for...
Not a stalker. I mean, if anything, he's a journalist.
Literally everything I say and making poorly made videos that is supposed to get others' approval. Are we seriously supposed to believe the stuff that this dude is saying? Even though he's acting like a complete child and making jokes that nobody finds funny in the slightest?
Yeah, sorry.
And I can't seem to understand this for the life of me, but during one of the exposing videos, he tries to be funny, yet again, and makes the stupid Sonic Prime Mickey Mouse Clubhouse joke, telling me to enjoy Sonic Prime while showing a pic of the Mickey Show.
He's so silly, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is actually a very good show. I mean, obviously it is for a much younger audience, but I mean, it's okay. We've seen it a few times, okay. Every now and again I'll put it on, yeah. And I will say, like, I'm not even joking here. I'm not just going over the meme. I'm being 100% genuine. I enjoy Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse more than Sonic Prime. So something else he said there, but I forgot. It's probably not important anyway.
Shut the up!
He's talking about trying to be funny. Like, this isn't funny. Wow, that's so funny. It's Mario saying shut up.
And you're not going to believe this, he literally played loud Sonic music in the video, because yeah, loud music would certainly work in an exposing video and have people be on your side. This dude has no shame, by the way. If you're making an exposing video, use actual substance, and maybe next time don't be a pussy and not use silly little words along with music that could give the viewers ear rape. Try to tell me this dude wasn't trying to bite off the success of my channel by making these exposing videos that don't even...
Success of his channel. Let me see. 1.7 thousand subscribers. What is there a leech off of that?
Try to sound convincing. Seriously, use your voice, you coward. If you're able to make a video like this, then I don't see why a proper talk video addressing other people's flaws is any more difficult. But that's the least I can expect from someone who has only 9 subs and stalks me simply because of shit that he wasn't a part of in the first place.
I mean, does the subscriber count matter? If he has got a good point, then who cares? Also, if he's growing his channel, then let him. You know? It's like, let him grow his channel. Well, I'll have to start somewhere. If someone was like, oh, I'm not watching you just because you have more subscribers, then they'll never get more subscribers. Just what are you talking about?
And to make matters worse, he got my friend Cameron Fusion banned just for putting him in his place, when Cameron had all the right to call him out. Try to tell me that Elon isn't on crack when running his own website. Once again,
he is, but for different reasons. Also, Elon doesn't choose how to suspend people.
And it's fine for you people to say slurs at me, but when other people do it to you, that's when the line is crossed? What in the fuck is wrong with these guys?
That's not how it works at all. Like, that's not how it works.
What's even stupider is the amount of people that join in on this drama thinking they have the right to add their sides of the story even though they don't know the story. Stay in your freaking lane, you
I know the story. Right? I know the story more than an average bear. Not to brag.
creeps. Focus on your lives. How would you feel if you were in the same situation as me, huh? As for the
I have been in your situation, actually.
learn.
I've been cancelled on Twitter a few times. I've said some things I shouldn't have said. Nothing racist, really. Just overly edgy and offensive, I guess, to the general public. But I owned up to it. You know, I moved on. I became a better person. I know what it's like to feel like the walls are caving in, everyone hates you, all of your friends, all of your online friends are gone, right? I know how it feels. Just move on. It's so fucking easy, okay? Just move on. Okay, it's just like he's hanging on by a thread here. He's like trying to like salvage anything he can. Just either apologize, own up to it, take a break, come back, or just move on. It's not difficult.
Feel if you were in the same situation as me, huh? As for the minors I was arguing with on Twitter for several days, learn
This is a funny sentence.
Learn to not lie on the internet and embarrass yourselves. You're saying, my description says I'm a minor. Okay, so if you really were a minor, then explain this.
What?
Description says I'm a minor. Okay, so if you really were a minor, then explain this.
Talking about. What's any of this got to do with that? Would you explain what? What's there to explain?
It really doesn't help that you just come.
Oh yeah. Are you a minor? Yeah, you're there. Are you a minor? Well, yeah. Okay then. All right. So, let's explain this. Yeah, you a minor? Explain this. So, I don't know. It's a cool cat. Yes. Well, that'll be all. Thanks.
Out of nowhere and defend the non-innocent ones when you know that they're the ones that are in the wrong. Stop jumping into the arguments expecting yourself to be the good people once you've accomplished whatever you were trying to accomplish. And don't use the arguments for substance to use against me about me being a bad person or whatever.
Because you are. Okay? Because you are. You're like, oh, everyone's being so mean to me. Okay, so far we've got people calling you out for you. Okay, I'll say what you've done compared to what other people have done, right? You've told people to kill themselves. You've ruined someone's mental health. You've attacked someone for liking a character. You've allegedly used slurs. You have said other racist stuff towards country in the Middle East. And what people have said, you've got black people saying the N-word and people calling you out for the stuff you've done. No one's done anything to you. Like, oh, they're being so mean to me. They've not done anything. Okay? They've not done anything. No one's doxed you. No one's told you to kill yourself. No one's done anything of the sort. Right? Get over it. Stop being a bitch and man the fuck up, right? Jesus Christ.
And they never show the stuff that they were saying, like these.
I mean, what's this got to do with anything? It's just people insulting you because you're a bad person. So what? Okay, not bring up Hitler again, but I mean, like, because the Hitler only has one ball song where all the British soldiers would sing about Hitler having one ball. Imagine if, like, imagine a hypothetical situation, right? Hitler didn't kill himself, but he was captured by the British, and the British go, "Why did you do it? Why did you kill all like those 10 million people?" He's like, "You guys were saying only have one ball. That's so mean. You're not even thinking about what you've done." Shut the fuck up. It's not how it works.
Those suckers I've been arguing with nonstop don't need your stupid help, because with your assistance, not only will you make them look even more stupid, but you'll make yourselves look bad as well.
No.
And a few days ago, there was this other user who had this profile picture, which I'm not...
I know that guy. I think I remember what it is. Oh, I forgot to follow him. I keep on getting suspended. I keep forgetting to follow people. I need to refollow him.
Even gonna point names for. He comes out of nowhere and trash talks Sonic fans yet again.
I'm not even gonna give him a name. Shows his name right here. Oh yeah, I saw this tweet. This is funny.
And all I had to say was this. And apparently...
What, you again? What? You don't just say that. So you don't just... Okay, imagine this, right? Imagine this from his perspective. So imagine you're in like a cafeteria or something, right? Or like a bar. You're sitting with your friends. You're chatting. Some random guy you vaguely remember walks up to you and goes, "Oh, not you again." Just when you're in the middle of having a conversation with someone.
Apparently that was enough to make him hate me, right to the point where he had to bring up all of this shit, which has been...
I mean, yeah, you don't have to reply to every single tweet you see on Twitter. Honest to God. I mean, this is funny.
Been dead and buried for the longest of time now. Then after having a pointless conversation with his ass for the past several minutes, he blocks me, and then, I kid you not, unblocks me again to heat me up some more, when that's only gonna make him look worse, by the way. Then goes and...
Explain how. He always says like, "Oh, by the way, I'll make him look worse." Okay, tell me how. Say, this makes him look stupid." Okay, tell me how. Why? Say, "Oh, because he's wrong." Okay, tell me why. God.
and proceeds to tell other people to block and report my Twitter account, all because of him having beef with me for no reason. Yeah, believe it or not,
But for no reason. Yeah, he has beef with you because you're a bad guy. Honestly. Okay. Not bring up Hitler again. Imagine Hitler starts invading Europe. America comes on like, "Oh, I'm not having that." He goes, "This guy here's having beef with me for no reason."
people are actually blocking me after reading what he said. All because he was on my tail for the past several hours and wouldn't shut up, and let me tell you, he knew what he was doing.
Decided to delete the Joshua Lara shit, even with at this point. I was able to say the funniest fucking screenshot ever. So,
If you weren't involved with any of the past conversations I've had with people, then don't get involved at all, because you'll either humiliate yourself or immediately be on the protagonist's side. And this was because apparently he thought I was threatening him.
right, so anyway, what is it he said? Don't get involved with shit if you don't want to put up with it. Your ass ain't safe, buddy. That is a threat. What are you talking about? He's like, "Well, probably threatening me." Your ass ain't safe. You can't just say that to someone. Right? If you like someone, right, you can't just walk up and like, "Oh, you're not safe around these parts. You're not safe around me, buddy. I'm wild. You don't know what I can do." But, whoa, what do you mean I'm threatening you?
No, I literally wasn't. This is what I said. So it's fine for him to be looking over...
This is what I said. So it quickly shows up on the screen. This is what I said. 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 Just so quickly.
For my tweets and use them to show that I'm racist? Come the fuck on, man. You can't be this stupid. Alright, so...
What? What are you talking about being racist?
I'm racist? So it's fine for him to be looking over my tweets and use them to show that I'm racist? Come the
What's all being racist for? Projecting so hard here.
fuck on, man. You can't be this stupid. Alright, so I've been going on a tangent for the past several minutes, and I really didn't want to do...
I just realized this whole thing's an hour long. How have I been talking about this guy for a fucking hour? Jesus Christ. I think he won in the end. This is
like I said several times now, but people are this desperate to be called out. And this will be the only time I discuss about this topic because I don't want to have to constantly talk about something as stupid as this over and over. Not only because I actually have a life, unlike most of the people I've encountered in this
No, you don't.
shit, but because it's really not something for other people to get involved with. So if you ever need my thoughts on this whole problem, then just watch this video because this is the only time I'm going to be addressing it all. Or if some other BS happens that requires me to make another video on this topic, I ain't afraid to do so, but I simply just want to throw all this drama in.
Not afraid to do so. What are you talking about? It's like you're acting as if it's... You're acting like right now what you're doing is you're pretending anyone cares, which is confusing.
In the trash where it should have been from the very beginning. And like I said, what I've been dealing with for the past few months wasn't even my fault to begin with. People are just drama hungry, and Twitter is filled with cancerous people. And Duff McShitlin made yet another video targeting me.
Duff McShitlin. How long did it take you to think of that one? Joshua Lara. I'm a genius.
Probably because he thought it would be better to add his 2 cents. Did I mention he only has 9 subs?
Did I mention no one cares?
Face it, McShitlin, I have 1K subs, a small but loyal number of fans, and...
This is gold. Honest to God. Okay, no one asked how many subscribers you have. Honestly, no one fucking cares, okay? You can have 1 or 1,000. No one on the planet cares. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. You want to talk about follower count? Heller had millions of followers. That's all I'm saying.
Better video skills. What do you have? I'll give you the answer. Nothing. Because for the past several months, you've been doing nothing but clickbaiting and talking about a bunch of lies confirming the minimal amount of life that you have. But right now, he's at the point where it'll be a lose-lose situation for him.
Imagine it goes. Imagine a court situation, right? Like you find so the defendant here is on trial for murder, trespassing, and robbery. Is it? What do you have to say for yourself? So I've got more followers than you on YouTube, and my video making skills are better than yours. So I mean, come on, don't even try to say I did all that.
And what I find amusing is that he knows all of the shit he's putting me through and has not confronted me at all about it. He's never spoken with me personal on DMs or anything. And what's his proof of me being a bad person? It's just these shitty images that don't even give the full side of the story. Yes, I'm confirming that I did say some of the things, but it was in response to other people who were saying way worse stuff to me. That's all you need to know. Nothing but a bunch...
There's nothing worse you can say to someone than kill yourself. What could they have possibly have said that wanted you to say that to them? Nothing. Nothing they could have possibly said.
Lies and out of context replies. I keep saying they're out of context because they are. Like, I'm just making a small statement and then they just pull something out of said statement and use that against me. That's what all of this basically is. Like, if I made an inappropriate response to someone, it's because I had every right to do so. Then in come people like Duff who will be like, look at what he's saying! All of this is proof that he's a bad guy! Please subscribe to me because if you don't, I won't be able to make a living off of my shitty job, which is stalking and harassing people for no reason. Please...
Who said he wants money off it? He literally said he doesn't care if he gets money off it. He just said he doesn't want money off it. He said he doesn't want views. What are you talking about?
Click on my videos because I started this drama just to get views. Please, 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 please.
He didn't start the drama. You said yourself he inserted himself into this. You started the drama. You're carrying this on. You want views. You want money. You're failing as a YouTuber. You're not making any sense. He's projecting so hard. Honest to God, he lives in a house of mirrors.
Please, please. Seriously, how old are you, dude? Grow the fuck up. And he's been doing this since February of this freaking year, which is precisely why I felt the way that I did this year. These videos of me have several things in common: harassment, lying, poorly made and cheap attempts at biting off of my success, and nothing but
Success.
attention dragging. You'll never achieve anything in your pathetic life, Duff McWallen. He makes those videos thinking that he knows everything about me, when all of this just makes him look like a dumbass. And to be more clear, it wasn't just all of this that had me in complete shambles this year. My mental health, depression, and some personal issues outside of YouTube have been affecting me this year a little more than usual. And stuff like...
Don't even try to play that card, okay? Don't even try it. You made people feel that way. You've made people suffer from mental health problems. Don't even try to do that, play that card. Honest to fucking God, how fucking pathetic can you get? Honestly.
Like this just makes it all the more bad.
Honestly, it makes it all the more bad. I'm feeling so sad right now, guys. I'm feeling so terrible. Oh my God. I'm feeling so terrible, guys. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up.
I want to be a good person, and I know that deep down I am, but it's just things like...
No, you're not. Come on. It's not up to you. You don't decide if you're a good person or not, okay? So, I know deep down I am a good person. Other people just don't see that. That's not how it works. Like, you sound like an r/nice guy from Reddit.
all of this that can really ruin me and not make me the happy-go-lucky guy that I want to be. And
you can be a happy-go-lucky guy without being a good guy. I mean, I wanted to say Hitler's example. He wasn't happy-go-lucky. I mean, yeah,
it's people like these that make me go on a rampage and make me feel like a monster just because...
Rampage. He takes himself so seriously. Oh my God. He goes on Twitter being like, "Oh, I hate you. Grr, I'm so angry right now." So, whoa, that was intense, even for me. Oh, gee, Willikers. He takes every single thing. He takes himself. He feels himself so important. You know, everything he does is just important. It's just not, buddy. You're not important. Nothing you do matters. No one takes you seriously. If you go like, "Oh, I'm on a rampage. I'm owning these guys online." No, you're not. They don't care. It's online. No one cares. It's not a ramp. No one fucking cares. Get that through your head.
because of them not getting the full story of what's been happening. And there were so many other videos that I wanted to get out, but this drama bullshit has just been eating at me for the past several days, and I knew I had to step up eventually.
Whoa, several days. Wow, it's a long time.
But now that all is said and done, I can finally go back to making the content that I actually want to make. Sorry that y'all had to hear me suffer in this video, but I just had so much stuff to get off my chest and wanted to make a lot of things clear to most people. Well, Duff, I hope I never have to see you for as long as I live, and I hope you enjoy crying in the corner and coping for the rest of your life.
What do you think you've won here? Do you think this is like a big bombshell that we're making this? They put on like safety goggles and they're ready to get prepared to press the publish button. He's like, "Okay, here we go." Do you think this was going to be the end of it all? No, you can't change what you did. You did bad things. You were a bad person. Everything you did was bad. No one's going to let go of this. No one likes you. Just fuck off.
You might say I'm making myself look like an ass, but we all know who the real ass is at the end of the day.
You.
I'm looking at you. Well, everyone,
No.
that'll do. Now that all of that is done, maybe we can finally let go of all of this shit now.
No.
Nobody wants this drama to continue, and I'm declaring it over right now. Now, I don't expect everyone to be on my side after this, but I'm hoping that most of you can get a
I don't expect anyone to be on your side after this.
better understanding of what's been going on. And I know for a fact that McShitlin is not going to take down those videos of me. So if anyone ever needs my side of the story on all this, just watch this video. Long story short, this just goes to show you that you can't trust anybody. And if some current events happen to where I would have to end up making another video about all of this, then I will, but I really don't want to continue on with this drama. It's best to just let it rot at this point. Well, that'll be it. So if you were able to sit through this whole video, congrats to you. If you didn't, oh well. Well, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.
I mean, oh well. If they didn't sit through it, they wouldn't have seen that. You know. No description of the video speaks for itself. He see everything. He's just he thinks he's so important. Oh no, let's see some of the applies. One of the funniest videos in there. That's funny. Not that important. Not 5 fucking minutes in, you're already bullshitting. Accidentally telling someone to harm himself is really blatantly racist. Interesting video, but blatantly misogynistic and racist because someone didn't meet right Sonic Prime is not doing you favors, gang. Like, you got your whole account locked because things you said. My Twitter account is even locked, and you clearly didn't watch the whole video. Get the fuck out. And nice. I mean, like, it was locked though. You said yourself in the video, it did get locked. Oh, I'm so horrified. Pregnant little sex was you. Holy fuck, Teapot and the new character. Don't know what it means. Literally cringing. Doesn't address anything. Sure, I'm cracking my heart. What the fuck?
Twitter account, all because of him.
What? Is that Poco? Poco Choco? Nah.
Warning.
I don't know, that video was fucking hilarious. In terms of comedy levels, I'd give it a 10 star. In terms of addressing criticism, I'd give it a negative 40. No, I give it a negative 69.